Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091 and welcome back to Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, that was one hell of a shocker right there. Well, it was a surprise. Turns out that, we found out Drew Misham was actually a forger. That ain't good. Illegal, of course. And the thing is, when he was doing his rough sketches, or rough drafts, whatever, of the paintings he was going to do, looking through the X-ray machine, we found out that each painting he did was one of the cases that Apollo worked on. So that just didn't make any sense. It's like, why would he even do that? So obviously he must have like some type of some sort of connection to Apollo, or maybe he's obsessed with him, something. But we gotta figure that out. And of course, it seems like we're defending his daughter, Vera. So, well, we gotta watch out for her as well. The thing is, though, if you guys remember, we're doing the new Jurist system trial simulation thing here. So, well, let's see if it's going to be any different than what we've already seen. Maybe. Yeah, there she is. Good morning. So, you're Vera, right? I'm Chusy. Chusy Wright. That's right with a W, but not right, right? We're on your side. You can tell us anything. Please? That ain't gonna work. Oh, never mind. Good morning. She speaks! Not bad, not bad. But I think you do better with a little smile, you know? You're so pretty. You need to sell yourself, you know? Chusy, let's, take it easy for starters. Thank you for taking my case. Aw, she drew me a smile. Okay, well, that's a start, I guess. There she goes with the nail polish again. That's great, really. It's so cultured. What? Oh god, what's she doing now? Wanna try? Ooh, really? Girls. The victim, Drew Misham, was a forger, and a stolen painting was found in his studio. A life of crime, really. And maybe one that led to his death. Very possible. But I don't see how his daughter could have done it. She seems innocent enough. Alright. Well, we will now, begin the, trial of, Vera Misham. Vera. Is the judge okay? His voice is a little raspy and he's looking around all nervous like... The repercussions of today's trial will most likely be felt for a long time, and may indeed alter our legal system forever. Today is a test of the Jurist system, and the first step toward a new order in our courts. Daddy's secret mission! The jurists will function like a jury. It is hoped their inclusion will help the courts to better reflect the people's will. Why aren't there any jurists in the courtroom? 3 close-circuit cameras watch this courtroom at all times. The jurists have access to everything that transpires. Jurist! Judge well and judge cool. Now see here, Prosecutor Gavin. I was gonna say that! My apologies, Air Judge. Jurist, today's trial, coolly, and you would be so kind, if you would be so kind, judge it coolly. Jurists are unbound by the letter of the law. They don't affect the trial with evidence, but with their feelings. And we're about to find out what effect they're going to have. Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. The details of the case, if you would. The victim is the painter Drew Misham. He was killed in his own studio. His coffee was poisoned. By whom, you ask? By none other than the defendant, Vera Misham. There wasn't any poison in the coffee. Ugh, Tomb. Somebody has been doing their homework. Indeed, poison was not present in the coffee, but on the mug itself. The mug? Ah, residue was found in the room, I see. The autopsy report describes the manner of our victim's death. The court accepts this as evidence. Alright, definitely I'll look at that later. According to this report, the victim's death was caused by that word poisoning. A chemical compound that does not occur naturally. Lethal dosage is a mere 0.0002 milligrams. I think that's what MG is. I'm terrible when it comes to measurements. A touch of this poison in the body is a touch of the Reaper's scythe. Very well, Prosecutor Gavin. You may present your witness. I have for you today a simple man for a simple case. A man who witnessed the murder in its entirety. That journalist, no doubt. Is it? The witness will state his name and occupation. Yep. Oh, God, his nose. Oh, right. Well, for starters, my name's Brushel. My job is a lone observer of the world. In other words, a freelance journalist, right? But if you don't mind, I'd like to say something here for the record. Yes, Mr. Brushel. I dislike conclusions, specifically the jumping to aspects of conclusions. Preconceptions of make park sandboxes set endless desert waste. End quote. But you are a journalist. You said so yourself yesterday. Well, that's true, yes. But you must understand, I stand before you today a man with a dream. I'm offering you my testimony in exchange for exclusive rights to the story. The scoop turns Mr. Brushel into that Mr. Brushel. End quote. Let's hear your testimony then, shall we? A simple case, eh, Gavin? For me, the jury is still out. Come on now, you can do better than that. That pun was not that great. I visited the studio around 9 o'clock that night to do the interview. The first outsider entered what? Atelier? Well, you know what I mean. A journalistic history made, end quote. His daughter brought us coffee right after we started. And you know what happened next? Star falls, end quote. No one else entered the room besides her the whole time. That does sound like a simple case. Unless you were the one who poisoned him. What are you saying, Judge? Ahem. Need I remind you, the cameras are rolling today. I felt the need to be a bit dramatic. You didn't do it, did you? Me do a thing like that? Oh, come on. That's like, newsmaking making the news, end quote. Oh, or even contemporary witch hunt, end quote. I know. Wild accusations rock courtroom, end quote. Rock indeed. Prosecutor Gavin sure looks like he's having fun. I'm so happy for him. Very well, Mr. Justice. Your cross-examination, please. Okay, let's think about it. You know, hold on, real quick. Let me look at the, I want to look at the outside report. Death by poisoning, estimated time between 9 and 9:30. So, okay, so he died between 9 and 9:30. So, what did he not? Okay, never mind. Alright, so let's he was a little vague somewhere. He said brought us coffee. He said, you know what happened next? Well, wait. What about what exactly happened? I think that would help a lot. What's this about a star falling? Star falls, huh? It's like an old telegram. Send money over. Zawi, you don't know? That's like a journalism code word. An important personage passes away. A star falls. Get it? But there's no gravity in space, is there? I wouldn't think stars could fall, really. Does this matter right now? Ooh, boy, this is good stuff. Good stuff. How about star breaks? Nah, backs punch. I know. Star dies. Nah, lacks imagination. Of course, you could go with Drew dies. Straight to the point. I like it. I think we need to hear about something a little bit more substantial here. Let's see if we can talk about the moment of death, his coffee, or the star's coffee. Well, I guess it was the star, something about Drew here. I guess since that was the way he died, maybe we gotta learn more about that. You say Mr. Misham had the coffee as well, but did you actually see him drink the coffee? Of course! He who sees it wins, but he who says it wins bigger, end quote. I live in Mancy's dog-eat-dog and writes about a world. Yet? I guess I can't say I saw him drink it, really. He had one so-called sip, if that. Man puts lips to mug. Drinks? End quote. That poison is quite virulent, I hear. Probably potent. My stomach did a so-called somersault since I gulped down that coffee without so much as a second glance at it. Wait, maybe something's there. Some kind of so-called trick. Anyone venture a guess? For the record? Does this guy have a pause button? I hope so. I mean, we wish Wendy Oldbag had one, but she definitely didn't. Well, Mr. Justice, did you find that testimony valuable? Sure, why not? So we can make a mass of the testimony. The victim drank his coffee, then immediately fell over. Oh yes, it says you can go to the press. You can go to press with that one. Your Honor, this is a vital piece of information. Please add it to the testimony. Very well. The witness will add this to his testimony. Vital, right? So now it's like he had one sip, if that. The next moment, he was on the floor. And one sip, huh? Hold on a minute here. I don't know. I wouldn't even consider that a sip. You know what? I'm gonna present this. You know what I have a problem with? A particular property of the poison used. That thing. Oh? Prosecutor Gavin was quite clear about the poison. A lethal dosage of 0.002 milligrams paralyzes the central nervous system. Ooh, that must suck. If you drank that, even you, Mr. Justice, would be reduced to a quivering pile. Why are you using me as an example? Unfortunately, we weren't told everything. There was a vital omission in Prosecutor Gavin's information. Omission? That poison is as potent as he says, but death doesn't come upon ingestion, not immediately. That's because it's a slow-acting poison. Slow-acting? What? According to one forensic scientist, Emma, is absorbed into... Yeah, see, there you go. It's absorbed into the body. Ugh. 15 minutes to... Ooh, that's a slow... Yeah, that's a slow death right there. If we suppose at the moment that Mr. Misham slipped the coffee was when he sealed his fate, then he would still have time left to enjoy his last cup of joe. Very true. I was kind of thinking about that, but I wasn't sure what to present. So I was like, well, did it happen instantaneously or what? Order! Order! What's the meaning of this? If what the defense says is correct, why, that contradicts the entire testimony we just heard. Well, Mr. Brushel, anything to say? On the record? Slow acting. Slow act. It was potent, alright. Even virulent. What does that mean? I gotta look that up after this. Even then, he had already begun digging his claws into the journalist. He's working on a scoop. Ugh. It's Brushel, yeah? Brushel, let's take a trip back down memory lane. Huh? Did the victim really die the instant he took a sip? Think it over. This is vital. You know what I think? I think that was a not-so-subliminal suggestion. End quote. I admit, it does cause a problem if he died when you say he died. I will be forced to say, offer you the same to my simple case. And you will be forced to say farewell to your article. Come again? You can't write a story based on conjecture, can you? Well, with the tabloids. As the case drags on, other reporters will pick up the scent. And you'll be forced to kiss your exclusive scoop goodbye. Scoop? Scoop? Oh my god, this guy's... What is he doing now? Ew! What is he doing with that toothbrush? Ew! Stop that! Look, wait, just wait a second. Just 1 second. We're waiting, out with it! I think I recall the so-called important detail. A revival recollection, end quote. A story survival, end quote. Eternally, utterly confused, end quote. Actually, I did know something when I visited the studio. I've heard of poison that takes its sweet time, see? But not what I've been saying for the last few minutes, apparently. Mr. Brushel, are you saying you know something that explains what happened? You bet I am. The antidote for a poisonous contradiction, end quotes, you might say. Or, I still have no idea what you're talking about, end quotes, I might say. I figured it out, but only after an in-depth interview. See, thanks to my journalism skills, I know who poisoned that coffee. Do you now, do you? Order! 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 As far as I can tell, the witness is standing by his testimony that Mr. Misham died instant after he drank. Of course I'm standing by my testimony, and my dream of exclusive rights to the story. Ugh, I suppose it was too much to hope for. What was? Of course he wouldn't choose a simple case. Not him. Him? Phoenix Wright, who else? Achtung, Herr Brushel, report for us if you would. What is that you noticed? Hey, okay, he's gonna like smile there. This court is a critical child of the Jurist system. I'm afraid no room for doubt is permissible here. You will testify to the court about what you noticed. However, we'll talk about what he noticed in the next part, guys. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. I'll see you guys later.